everyone, it's Morpheus, and I'm back to play the Sinky City. Oh man, we know we last left off, so I'm not going to bore you guys with the details. So we're just going to get right into it, guys. I'm trying to get through this game, just as I want to wrap it up. I'm getting behind on some other stuff I want to do, but I don't want to abandon this game. I'm too deep into it, so let's get going.
Rise and shine, Detective Reed. Hope you've enjoyed your stay.
Weren't you the man giving orders back at the Carpenter Manor? To what do I owe the pleasure?
You have an excellent memory, Reed. The name's Frank. Regardless, I'm here for you. Mr. Carpenter has put up your bail.
Okay.
I must confess I'm, pleasantly surprised. That seems helping Mr. Carpenter was a good choice after all.
Well, you helped Mr. Carpenter, and now he returned the favor. The Carpenter family always pays its debts.
That's generous of Mr. Carpenter, but tell me, how did he know I was here?
The Carpenter family has a long and proud history of supporting the Oakmont Police Department. Let's just say they keep us in the loop.
I didn't kill anyone. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Of course you didn't do it, Mr. Reed. The witness must be mistaken.
No, seriously. I'm innocent.
Okay, sir. Mr. Carpenter wishes to see you. I suggest you take up the matter with him yourself.
Fine. Thank you.
It's not looking good. Okay, well, we did get a Mind Palace clue. So and we also have some casebook stuff. We want to meet with Mr. Carpenter. Mind Palace, killer was blackmailed, no alibi. Okay, so clearly we got a lot to develop here. Is there anything in here that we can look at? It does not look like it. I at least still have that. I still have all my weapons too. Which is ironic for someone who's been someone who's been accused of murder. Captain Lyons, staff only. Oh, what do we have here? Investigate this. To whom it may concern, there is conspiracy brewing in this city. It's the Fishmen. I know you couldn't confirm my previous reports, but this time it's different. They are taking over. Their rancid underwater gold has been surfacing around the city. Soon they'll have enough to buy out everybody. Your institution must investigate this. I took the initiative and performed a preliminary investigation. Yes, I know I don't have a license, which is exactly why I need somebody who does. I am sending you the first batch of my notes. More notes will follow as I carry on with my research. The conspiracy is real. The Fishmen regards Sims. All that glitter. Oh man, that's a huge side quest. But I think I'm going to at this time stick with the main quest and talk to Mr. Carpenter.
You better start brown-nosing Carpenter. If it were up to me, we'd have already thrown away the key.
Sir, I didn't do a thing.
Oh, really, newcomer? Shall I read your record aloud?
Go ahead. I'm a good citizen.
A good citizen with a shotgun. People like you are best kept in jail, if not the asylum.
Wow.
You're not so good with people, are you, officer?
Men like you are why this city is a mess. You blow off locks and break into houses to ransack them. You stroll the streets with a loaded gun, firing at innocent passers-by. And don't you dare deny it.
I'm protected? Not necessarily. Sometimes you can't help it. I'm sorry, I'll do better.
The work of a private eye does occasionally require some lateral thinking. But it's all in service of law and order.
So you commit crimes to prevent crimes. Got it. The only mystery is why you haven't ended up here sooner. Just remember, if it weren't for your powerful friends, you'd still be rotting in Oakmont jail.
Wow. Well, hey, I gained 182 experience points for talking to him. I'll take it. I will take it. Okay, so it looks like what we have to do is we have to meet up with Mr. Carpenter. That clearly is what we need to do. So I tell you what, guys, I am going to fast travel to his location, and when I get there, I'll be back. All right, guys, we are here. I'm going to find out exactly what's going on. Clearly, we were set up. That's not even a question. Private property, hobos, beggars, and squatters will be shot. Okay.
Don't you have work to do?
Sure. Who is this guy?
A little blackmail, a little larceny, a worthwhile scrap or two, just like the old days.
What are you wearing, sir? What is that on him? It almost looks like packs of C4. Hope that's not the case, man. Okay, so I know we need to go upstairs, but oh wait.
I'd have broken all your bones, fella, if Papa Brute hadn't put you off limits.
Why does everyone have to be so violent with a brother? Alright, let's go upstairs. Just thought I might find some resources while I'm walking around. It seems as though I'm successful in that. Okay. We're on this side or the other side? I can't remember which.
Mr. Carpenter, glad to see you in good health.
Yeah, I'm glad too, kid. It was hard to make it here in one piece after all that turmoil. I never expected this from my own son.
I'm sorry for that.
Never mind. Nothing wine, women, and song can't fix. I'm still going strong, kid, if you know what I mean.
What happened to Graham? Let's start with that.
I didn't see Graham here. What happened to him?
I had to ensure my own survival, kid. I don't think you want to know more than that.
I wanted to thank you for bailing me out of jail. That was very helpful.
Yeah, sure, kid. But you must understand that your freedom ain't yet insured. They still have a witness against you. Milton Pierce. I can make sure the police swallow whatever I feed them. But I need some morsels to offer. You get me, kid?
You need evidence of my innocence.
Find the one to blame and let my taskmaster know. Old Brutus'll do the rest.
Who is this Milton Pierce?
Another rich rascal running for mayor. Nothing special. Just your typical Reed Heights scum.
Do you know where I can find him?
No idea, kid. From what I've seen in newspaper interviews, he's all over this town.
Thank you. I should go.
Wait a second, kid. Take this. It's a fine tool for sticky situations. Make good use of it.
Will do. Thanks.
And what is that?
Watch yourself, kid.
Well, I guess he was trying to give me that Tommy gun. I already got that. Well, he put it in my hands, but I already got it.
How you doing, handsome?
Is that all you can say? That's all you said the last time. Oh, man. But yeah. Hold on. Let me look at something here really quick. Let's go to my inventory. Maxed on everything. Do I have any skill? I have some knowledge points. Okay. Where did I want to build that, though? A vigor. I don't really care about the submachine gun rounds. I don't really use them like that anyway. Let's see. I could go here. And here. Improve coordination, getting a chance to deal double damage with the revolver. Actually, let me go one here. And one here. That way, now I can go here. Or maybe not. Or maybe I can put 4 in at one time. Maybe that's what it's saying. Okay. Alright, so we got to find this guy. I couldn't learn much about Milton Pierce. All I know is he lives somewhere in Reed Heights and is currently running for mayor. He had an interview in the newspaper recently. So it looks like we are going to head to the Oakmont newspaper spot and try to piece some of this together to find out where he is. And once we do, we will be back. So I tell you what, guys, I'm going to jump to it from here, and I'll be back. Pierce's interview. Today, our correspondent had the chance to roam the beautiful alleyways of Eastern Reed Heights, all for the sake of interviewing one of the most promising political figures in Oakmont. Pierce's property, an apartment building tucked away on Museum Avenue between Communion Road and Haylog Street, is definitely a grand sight. But Mr. Pierce takes pains to ensure he is in touch with the needs of the humble man, meeting regularly with community leaders. Okay, so now we at least have a location of where he is. What I'm trying to do, guys, is spare you the time of just watching me run here and there and everywhere to get to these places. I try to fast travel there, so I'm going to continue to do that. So I am going to do a quick cut, and when I come back, I'll be right to where our good friend Milton Pierce is. So you guys hang tight one more time. I'll be back. All right, guys, we're getting close. What does this say? Waste like the dreams of mad children. Taste like the dreams of mad. What? What in the world is he talking about? I don't think. Is this it? Is this it here? No. I don't see any hobo signs. Oh. Ah, here we are. What is it? What in the world?
This guy sure had some blood on his hands. Literally.
Milton Pierce for mayor. Interesting. Let's go in here just ready, just in case.
He must be taking his election campaign very seriously.
Must be. Got posters everywhere. Is he doing this himself? All right, let's read this Oh, there's a lot of things here. Okay, let's start with this document here. All right, a note to Milton Pierce. Milton, my earnest friend, it's been a while since we last met, and I wish to remind you that my door is always open for you to pay me a visit. How about we finally hold that seance we've been talking about for so long? I expect to see you at the Crown Theater soon. Warmly yours, Johannes. Okay. Now we have a note here. My fellow Oakmonters, from this day forward, a new vision will guide our city. From this day forward, it will be Oakmont first. Every decision made on trade, on fishery, on newcomers and Innsmouthers will be made to benefit the people of Oakmont. We must protect the boundaries of our city from both outsiders and the forces of nature. Let's make Oakmont great again. Sound like a little bit of a Trump reference there.
Is he planning to become the Prince of Oakmont, or is this just some light reading?
It's a good question. What do we have here?
Emptier than a banker's heart.
What has happened here?
Someone got changed here in a hurry.
Yeah, looks that way.
They definitely kept some dirty clothes here. You can see the blood splatter.
Why would there be blood splatter? Uh-oh. We'll continue reading, though. Letter from Throgmorton. Dear Mr. Pierce, despite all the differences we might have had in the past, I can't but admit that today I see you as one of the most promising candidates for mayor. Oakmont needs a strong hand, which you surely can provide. Don't expect any financial support from my side. I believe one running for mayor should possess the requisite financial means, but otherwise you will have my full assistance. Respectfully, Robert Throgmorton. Okay.
The shape is familiar. I've seen similar daggers before.
So have we. I think it's EOD. Letter from the EOD. What did I just say? Mr. Pierce, on behalf of our community, I want to express a huge gratitude for everything you do for us. Very few of the stakeholders here show compassion to the Innsmouth descendants, and you are a rare exception. Please accept this dagger as a sign of our friendship and proof that while we maintain this connection, no one from our side would dare harm you. Yours, Anna. Anna! Yeah, we still got a bone to pick with her, too, whenever we catch up with her. But let's see if we can figure out exactly what happened in here.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me.
Oh, there's several of these in here. Drinking.
Where's my dang tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet and greet themselves.
Okay.
Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Time to figure this out.
Interesting. Okay. There's some drinking going on here. He's talking about blood spatter here. Changing his clothes in a hurry. I'm not exactly sure I know what order this goes in. I'm assuming. They're having a drink here. He's getting dressed to leave. Oh man. I just wanted to just try a couple of things.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me.
You try here.
Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a where's my dang tie? I should have been at City Hall by now.
That's not
Voters
it either.
won't meet and greet themselves.
Okay. Give me a minute, guys, to put this together. I'll be back in a second.
A laundry room downstairs?
Milton Pierce came home covered in blood. He ordered his butler to take his clothes downstairs and went to meet voters at City Hall.
Okay. Now, wait a minute. I didn't see this before. You see that blood on the side there? All right, let me pull up my we have Lord. I try to do a really good job of making sure I read all of these. But of course, it it makes the same as though I hadn't. Milton Pierce came home with his clothes stained in blood. He ordered his butler to take them to the laundry room downstairs and went to meet with potential voters at City Hall. Okay, so that'll be the next place we need to go. Blood spatter, no alibi. Bloody clothes. The bloody clothes in Pierce's house can be used as evidence against him. Still, I'll need something more to accuse him. Okay, we're getting there. All right, so was there anywhere else in here I could go? Let me take a look around really quick before I head out to City Hall. Probably not, but it just never hurts. Try to make sure you keep your resource count up. There's another one here. Shell casings. Even though I'm pretty much maxed out on bullets for sure, I still like to make sure as far as resources are concerned.
Based on past experience, leaving it here was not the best idea. The smell of blood can attract all sorts of unwanted visitors.
Well, I'm glad we actually did come down here to see that for ourselves. It may add to the case, but let's go ahead and head out of here and go ahead to City Hall. Maybe we can catch up with the guy there. All right, guys. I don't have. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't have a close enough fast travel spot from here, so I'm gonna have to do some more flash editing here. What's back here? What is this? Anything? A chest with one shell casing in it. Okay. Well, I tell you what, guys. Let me fast travel over to City Hall, and I will be back here shortly. So hang tight. All right, guys. We are coming up on City Hall here. I'm hoping that we can interact with this guy here, meet him face to face. Now, where might he be?
Oh, stop bothering me, newcomer.
Well, excuse me. This must be him here. All right, buddy, you got some explaining to do. You see, he's rehearsing his speech in the mirror. See, yeah, let's go and talk to him.
Good day, Mr. Pierce. Bet you didn't expect to see me.
How are you here? You should be in jail.
I have good friends who bailed me out. I just want to talk.
Well, okay, if you wish.
Tell me what you really saw.
You saw the real killer. Tell me who it was.
Want to know what I saw? I saw a bloody newcomer rush in, murder Johannes, and stroll out like it was no big deal.
You're certain it was a newcomer. How can you be so sure?
Trust me, Oakmoners know a newcomer when they see one. We locals can tell.
Why did you claim I did it?
Excuse me? Why wouldn't I? A friend of mine was killed. Why should I let that go?
You know I didn't do it.
Quite the opposite, Reed. I saw your face. Or are you going to claim it wasn't yours?
You seem like a rational man, Pierce. Can't we come to an arrangement?
Are you attempting to bribe a politician, Mr. Reed? What makes you think I'd accept such an offer?
I'm sorry. I must be thinking of a different Milton Pierce.
But let me tell you, my beloved mother is so old and so rich. I'll miss her dearly when she's gone.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's a non sequitur.
Mr. Reed, how do I put this? I find my campaign hamstrung by a distinct lack of resources.
So it's about the money after all.
Always about the money.
I fear that all the budget pressures are affecting my cognition. If the situation were improved, perhaps I'd see things more clearly. For instance, I might suddenly realize I'd mistaken you for someone else. You could even remind me of whom.
Wow. No. Man, I don't want to kill anybody, man. Are you kidding me?
How could you propose such a thing? Against your own mother, no less. You're a heartless monster. I won't do it.
Don't get emotional, Reed. Go for a walk, breathe the salty air, then picture your execution. Perhaps with some perspective, you'll reconsider.
I doubt it.
Whatever you say, sir. I'll just leave you this bottle and her address anyway. And Reed, don't come back here after. People shouldn't see me with you.
Come on, man. I'm not trying to kill somebody. Just because this is ridiculous, man. Hold on, let me, okay. No. Yeah, looking for a newcomer. If Milton Pierce is correct, the man who shot Vanderberg is a newcomer. I learned that he married recently and was forced to commit the crime out of fear for his family. There should be a marriage license somewhere that may help me find him. Yeah, I'd rather do that. Okay, so none of these connect. Yeah, none of these connect. Okay. So if Milton Pierce is correct, the man who shot Vandenberg is a newcomer. I learned that he married recently and was forced to commit the crime out of fear for his family. There should be a marriage license somewhere that may help me find him. Would that potentially be here? I mean, this is City Hall. Let's see. How do I... Yeah, here we go. All right, he would be a newcomer. Legal documents, maybe. Where though? You know what, guys? Give me a second. Let me figure this out, and I'll be back. Marriage license. Here we go. Hereby certify that Glenn Gordon Byers and Evelyn Catherine Lane, residing at Revenue House on the corner of, okay. All right, so we have a location. Let's go ahead and put that on the map. Yeah, because I'm not killing anybody, man. I'm not about that. Let's see, Eastern Shells. Where are the shells? Shells. That would be over here. Corner of Powder House. Powder House? Oh, here we go. Powder House and Orchard Street. Here. All right, guys. So it looks like I'm going to be doing some more fast traveling. I know I'm doing a lot of jumping around, But I'm doing that because, like I said before, like I don't want to spend so much time with you guys just kind of watching me run around and get to these spaces. It's just quicker if I just kind of edit it out and just kind of get there. So I'm going to do that again, and I'll be back when we get to the location. All right, guys, we're on our way there now. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get something out of this guy. It says at the corner. An infested area over here. Let me turn my light on. Hey, buddy, what are you looking at? Did you drop something? Is that what it looks like? Like he dropped something and trying to find it in the dark? All right, so somewhere in this area here. So let me take a look around. See what I can see, if anything. Ah, H for hobo. Here we go. Oh man, I don't know what we're walking into here. So, resident of Glen Byers. There's nothing here.
The door won't budge.
All right, well, let's head upstairs then. 'Cause I don't know. There he is. Okay, man. Just relax.
Are you Glen Byers?
Yes. Who are you?
Charles Reed, P.I. The guy taking the fall for your murder.
Okay. How did you find me?
Are you serious? I'm a private eye. Now don't make this any worse for yourself and answer my questions. Why did you murder Johannes Vanderberg?
I had no choice. I am an honest man, sir. I have a family. My sweet Evelyn and Michael, our son. I didn't want to do it, but they had him hostage. I don't even know Johann or whatever he's called.
Who took your family?
You know who's responsible.
It was a gang. I'd never seen any of them before. This guy gave me a gun. Will? Maybe. But I don't know if he was anyone special. That's all I know. I swear.
Tell me exactly how it all happened.
They broke into our house while I was out. I came home and found the broken door. There were signs of a struggle, but my family... Poor Evelyn. They were gone.
You and I look rather similar, wouldn't you say? How is that possible?
I don't know. This is the face I was born with. I'm just as confused as you are.
Do you have any relatives in Boston?
Not that I know of. My family is from Providence, Rhode Island.
Just another of this town's oddities to add to the list. You never thought to report their abduction. Why not get help from the police?
I wanted to call the coppers, I did, but they sent me drunk. I can't. It's still on the table. I have no guts to touch it.
I'll need to inspect the place where it happened.
If you have to, it's next door. I locked it so no one can get in. So I don't have to look at it again.
Okay, let's say I believe you. You've done the deed, so where are your wife and son now?
I don't know. The gang leader promised they'd be released, but they haven't returned. Please, I realize I'm in no position to ask, but can we make a deal?
Depends on the offer.
I am guilty. I took a life, but you have shouldered the blame. I will turn myself into the police and make this right. When I hand over the weapon, they will have to believe me, but I can't do it until I know my family is safe.
Right. So I rescue your family to save my own skin.
In a nutshell, yes. So what's your answer?
I'm going to help him.
All right, I'll do it. I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Thank you. You're a better man than I, Mr. Reed. I'm sorry that I put you in this position, but I will make it right. I promise.
Yeah, I'd much rather help him than kill this man's what's his name, Milton Pierce, instead of trying to kill his mother. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'd rather. I mean, I hate it for the guy, I really do, but at least by me doing what I'm doing will actually save his family. which I feel is a much better option. So, but I tell you what, guys, I'm going to take a break here. When I come back, we'll further this aspect of the story along. I'm probably going to keep running with the main story for a little bit. I'll come back to some side quests here in upcoming videos. I feel like, because let me show you. Like right now, my skills tree is pretty vast. Like the mind, I've completely maxed out. Vigor, I've pretty unless we get to a space where we have to do more diving. I like some of this stuff is just extra good to haves. Combat proficiency, I can definitely expand a little bit more on, but I feel like I'm in a good place right now that I don't really need anything more. I'll get it along the way, but look, I'm 7 points from getting another knowledge point anyway. So I'm just going to continue running with the main story for now. Yeah, so look forward to us continuing to develop this story, guys. I'm trying to get closer to the end as I possibly can until we wrap the game up. So you could definitely watch that happen here. You guys take it easy. This is I Am Morpheus. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please. Plus, I'm hungry, man. I got to get me something to eat. You know? Follow me on Twitter, guys. I definitely follow back. I try to make sure I interact with anybody and everybody. I respond to every comment ever left on any of my videos, guys. I'm trying to grow a community of friends here. Not just, you know, a YouTuber that just puts out content. Like, I really want to get to know people. So, you know, by all means, you know, let me know something about yourself, where you're from. You know, how'd you find my channel? You know, what kind of games do you like? Like, I'd like to learn more about you. But for now, guys, I'm going to take a break, and I'll be back. See you later.